Hi. Suppose I better get my impression of the London Anarchist Bookfair on air before it all fades away. Arriving about 2, I was overwhelmed by the cacophony of noise, rendering conversation difficult due to the event being held in a tunnel. At the entrance, some high bar tables to lean against, but verbal communication was rendered near impossible by the self-indulgent, existentially garbed saxophonist, complete with black beret, self-indulgently hooting discordant tones. Finding conversation impossible, I eventually ventured into the gloomy tunnel where the event was underway, feeling a bit like Dante, having lost the guidance of Virgil in the underworld. Old-timers were complaining of the lifestyle identity bias of the stalls, where, due to the cramped conditions, lack of viable lighting, the volume of people dragging wheelie suitcases to and from Waterloo Station, it just added to the discomfort and difficulty in walking around. Another section, requiring passing security, was less frantic, but once again, due to the claustrophobic condition, conversation was difficult. Eventually, I ended up where I entered, to talk to some old acquaintances, mostly bemoaning contemporary times. Nearby, a stage with a rapper was giving out the peace and love vibe, surrounded by the middle-class, studenty lifestylists. The urge to get up and have a spout myself was tempered by the fact that I'd be greeted with incomprehension, the language barrier. I doubt most could understand Cockney drawl, or had the slightest comprehension of revolutionary upheaval, class struggle, upon which anarchism and any movement emanating from within its history, had any resonance. To this bubble within a bubble, a self-enclosed scene, exclusive, inward-looking, irrelevant to what's going down elsewhere, and what's coming hurtling down the line. I felt more exhausted than exactly a week previously when, over a longer period of time, I stood watching the Tommy Robinson March taking place just over the road. I can only hope that something will rekindle some form of street and community anarchism, class struggle against failing capitalism and our decadent, decaying political system, and will play an invaluable part in any, if at all, revolutionary upheaval. If this occurs, it's doubtful that many attending Saturday Book Fair will have any input. But I sincerely hope that I'm proved wrong before they are all rounded up as an afterthought by a Farage's Reform administration, because then their gender studies BAs will be of no use to them then. Bye.